Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's already time for another daily dose of dismal Disney.
Yes.
Disney stock has dipped under $80.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put that out there. Now people are like, well, what's the big deal? It's like, yeah, it hasn't done that in a very, very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about this and what could be prompting this. And then we're going to talk about Disney scrambling, trying to beat the bushes for more revenue.
Well, subscriber counts before the end of the year.
Trying to do anything they can do to boost their numbers, to boost Wall Street's confidence in their declining product. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you do, you'll get a woohoo.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, so this is coming hot on the heels of our massive Disney dump that we took yesterday, the hour and 15-minute video talking about the mess inside of Disney.
And the Bobs pegging each other. I mean, there was that too.
The Bobs pegging each other, and this might have had something to do with it. I don't know. Also, the stock market in general, the Dow is down.
It is. I think that plays into it as well, if we're being fair, which we try to be fair.
We try to be fair, but let's be honest here. Disney doesn't have a lot going for them. Having all this bad news come out with their subscribers, and they're looking at possibly selling off some television assets. And then we had that big expose on the drama inside of Disney, the dueling Bobs, and the fact that it looks like nobody is driving the damn bus. And then we also have the other thing that dropped yesterday, which is Disney and Comcast are moving up the timeline to discuss Disney acquiring the other third of Hulu, which could put them in the hole again.
Oh, yeah, I was going to put them in the hole anyway, but now it might be worth a lot more.
So now investors are looking at this like, okay, your movies are pushed back. You're going to be in debt. You're going to have to buy the rest of Hulu from Comcast, and apparently nobody is steering the ship. So
well, they are now, but apparently they got to this place because of infighting.
Into the iceberg.
If you at least by the tea that was spilled yesterday.
Yeah, so let's see what's at now. As of you writing that article, it's $79.92.
Yeah, it hit $79.75. I mean, the market's down overall. I think it's going to fluctuate up and down between 79 and 80 something because people are going to buy the dip as well. If it goes below 79, they're really screwed.
Yeah, look, they were already at a 9-year low.
It still is a 9-year low or 10-year. No, I think like in 2014, they were lower than 79, 75 at some point. God. So it's still 9-year low.
Yeah. So to go back to the Comcast thing, the valuation, 5 years ago, they threw out there that Hulu was probably worth about $27 billion. They think it's going to be significantly higher than that, meaning Disney could be on the hook for $10 to $15 billion easy. Yeah,
depending what they come in at, because as the CEO of Comcast pointed out, Netflix is the next closest competitor to Hulu, and it's worth $200 billion. However, they did acknowledge the fact that a lot of the content that's on there is Disney owned, and the fact that Disney bundles it to reduce churn, things like that. They're gonna have to take that into consideration as well, because it might lean more to Disney's favor on that one.
Right. So it just looks like things aren't going that well for them. They have the lawsuits, multiple lawsuits filed by investors, because of they claim that they were lying to investors about the Disney Plus numbers, which we're going to talk about here in a minute.
They were shuffling money around and all that.
Shuffling money around, robbing one division to pay the expenses of another division to make it look like they're more profitable than they are. I'll tell you the truth, though. Almost every company does that.
Yeah. If we're being fair, that happens a lot. Whether it's ethically okay is up for debate, but it happens a lot.
It is legal to do that. If you've got multiple divisions under one umbrella, technically you are allowed to do that because it's all going to the same bottom line.
The problem isn't that. The problem is that they told investors it was doing better than it was.
Right.
That's what they told them. It wasn't just like they did it and said, oh yeah, we did this. They were telling people that to lead them to believe it was performing better, so people invest more money and keep their stocks up.
Yeah.
It's what their argument is.
Yeah. So basically Disney Plus, they're still saying they think this thing is going to be profitable by the end of next year. I don't see how. There's no way in hell that this thing is going to be profitable. And they'll wait until like the third quarter next year and be like, well, gosh, guys, because of macroeconomic circumstances and last year's writer-actor strikes, yeah, we can't do anything. We can't make it profitable. It's just whoopsie doopsie, guys. So tell me about this. They're offering Disney Plus for $1.99.
Yeah, so Disney, and because they've been losing Disney Plus subscribers for about a year now, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. This says to me that the numbers are bad. The numbers dropped a lot. People might be tuning in for Ahsoka, but Ahsoka was kind of crap. I guess they're trying to fix it now, and it's getting a little better. But
you're not allowed to say that. You might be alt-right.
Oh yeah, whatever. Anyway, so now Disney is doing this $1.99 deal. They've done it before, but they haven't done it in a while. For 3 months, you can get Disney Plus for $1.99 a month for 3 months. So less than what you pay for 1 month, because it's normally $7.99 for the basic. So this is the ad-supported tier because they get twice the money.
Right.
And they're trying to get people in there, and because they're offering it to new subscribers, but returning subscribers as well, because they're trying to get their numbers up. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the deal's only good till the 20th. Which comes in, all the subscribers we locked in. So even if you cancel like right away, you're still counted as a subscriber for that month, right ahead of the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah. So Disney's fiscal year, for those of you who don't know, ends at the end of September. It
goes October 1st through September 30th.
Yeah, it's not January through December like a lot of companies. It ends the end of September. So they're basically trying to pump the numbers up on Disney Plus before the end of the fiscal year so they can go brag or at least do some damage control. Like, hey guys, good news. At the very last minute, we had a whole bunch of new subs to Disney Plus.
Wow.
They must be so excited about all these Marvel shows that we pushed back until next year.
So they're going to pump before you dump.
They're going to pump before they dump.
No, before you dump.
You're
right, because they know you're going to go there. It probably lasts about a month and then leave.
Well, everybody now with the streaming, they're all talking about how they're trying to drag it out as long as possible. Netflix, they've been splitting seasons, and there's talk that they might even consider doing weekly like Disney does, because they don't want people to pump and dump. They don't want them to come in and binge a whole
watch
show.
It all and then leave.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, they're releasing the new Goosebumps show that they're doing with Sony on October 13th, Friday the 13th, which makes sense. But when they release it, they're releasing it on Disney Plus and they're releasing it on Hulu. But they're also releasing it on Freeform as the 31 Nights of Halloween for the first 2 episodes. So on Hulu and Disney Plus, the first 5 episodes of the 10-episode series will drop on the 13th. And then it's a 1 episode additional every week to try to keep you coming. So the idea, I think, behind this is we're going to dump it on Freeform the first 2 episodes, because if you want to watch the rest, you're going to have to, oh my gosh, go pay Disney to get Hulu or Disney Plus to watch the rest of the show, which is what they've done with other things. But this time they're doing it in conjunction with, not like after the fact. Because it's October 13th over there too.
Yeah, so they're going to do a lot of stuff. I just saw that there were more theme park discounts being offered. So
yeah, on top of this, at the parks, they decided for Walt Disney World that they're going to do a Disney Dining promo card. Now, Disney Dining is something people are expecting to come back next year, and people are excited about. When Disney gives holiday package deals and free dining, people always knew, or just dining discounts, people knew there was issues. Now, ahead of the dining plan returning, because it's not out yet by the time this comes out, depending on which hotel you stay in, you can get up to $200 a night, but you have to book a minimum of 5 nights. So up to $1,000 per room. It's not per person, it's per room, for a Disney Dining promo card to use at Disney parks for food. So it's basically, they can't do free dining or discounted Disney dining. They're giving out this promo card instead to try to get the bookings up. But you have to book a non-discounted vacation. So if you already booked the holiday offers, you'd have to cancel that for this, or, pick one or the other. But they're trying everything they can. They're throwing everything against the wall to get people to book these dates. And the dates are really, really odd and limited up until the end of the year. And then they're like wide open January through March.
So I'm looking at this picture. This picture comes from Disney. Mm-hmm. This is obviously photoshopped or AI or something, because these kids do not fit. And this kid looks like he's like,
he's gonna hit Mickey over the head with something.
He has food in his mouth. He's like, I just want to eat. This is what reminds me of when we go to the character dining.
Yeah.
Like every 30 seconds, get your camera out. Here comes Donald. Oh, here comes Goofy. I just want to eat my sandwich.
So it looks like there's a couple kids were at this table. Yeah, you're right. I never noticed that.
And then they add a bunch, and the background's all blurred out.
Oh, we'll make it look like there's a lot of kids at the restaurant. And there's a weird, creepy face that's superimposed in the chair by the kid's arm. Look at the kid that's going to hit Mickey.
that.
There's like a weird superimposed face. That's how we all feel right there. What the heck?
This is a Disney chair. You can sit on its face. Anyway.
There you go. Okay, what is wrong with you? That's the back of the chair for one. How are you going to sit on that?
I don't know. It does.
What's wrong with you?
It does look like a face. Lots of things are wrong with it. I don't know. No, this is obviously Photoshop, though. This is like
pretty bad. I never really looked at it.
It's not even good Photoshop. It's like this is where they're at, guys. This is where Disney's at. Like you can see it's transparent. You can see through the napkins. It's like they'll probably be like, well, because of social distancing, we can only have 2 kids in the room at once. This
like the ad, yeah. Well, the pictures like from a while ago, I just didn't care enough to go get another Disney dining picture.
This is your feeling about Disney. Like
I've had this. This
is an old picture. I just didn't care. I didn't care enough to get
Disney dining plan promotional pictures they had used. I'm just like, oh, whatever. I'm slapping it in there. But yeah, look at the girl's arm over here. Like you can see that whole line around it.
Look at this.
Like
This
clearly
is
has
bad.
no background.
And this is an official Disney photo.
It is actually.
Oh my God, they just like composite. I've seen this with their mock-ups and stuff too for different like cues and stuff like that. They'll be like, oh look, here's what the new cue is gonna look like, and they'll like Photoshop in some like stock image actors or something. They used to draw them all. They used to draw them all by hand. I guess they figured that was too much effort because nobody at Disney knows how to pay
someone more for that.
Yeah, nobody at Disney knows how to draw anymore anyway. So.
This is that poor kid. And all the pictures I could have picked of this kid. And then he looks like he wants to beat the shit out of him for interrupting his food. I can't blame you, kid.
Yeah,
I don't like it either.
No, that is literally the face I make when the characters come around. I'm like, I'm trying to eat.
When we go to the character dining, we used to go for the kids. It was really funny. We were over at a while back. We were at Sunshine Seasons, and that's the restaurant in the Land Pavilion at Epcot, where you can actually the restaurant spins, and you can see into the ride, the Living with the Land ride. And stuff. It's really cute. It's really fun. Breakfast is very, very good there. So we were there for breakfast, and Squid King was of an age where he was like over it. And he didn't want to be posing for pictures with Chip and Dale. So one of them, I can't remember if it was Chip or Dale, went behind him at the table when he didn't know he was there. So they get photos of him with the characters. And he made that face like, what are you doing?
I think your parents were telling me they were there one time and Mickey knocked over a drink onto some kid.
Yeah.
And they had to buy the kid a brand new outfit.
That might be the kid right there.
That's the kid.
For it. You could be
like, that is my favorite shirt.
You could be in promotional material from now on. Looking like that poor kid.
I mean,
all the pictures you can pick of this kid.
I know, right? I feel really bad. So half these kids aren't even there. Like this kid's probably like 48 years old now, and this is from like the 1980s, and they just like spliced it in because what the hell? Why not? Why not, guys? Yeah, but the fact that they're offering discounts like this. This close to the end of the year tells me they're trying to pump their numbers up.
Right. They're trying desperately to do damage control. I don't think the Spectrum Charter thing helped their stock any.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a whole nother. How many things? I can't keep track.
Plunge.
Yeah, I can't keep track of any of it.
So what was it? Okay, so this is last week.
Last week? No, we're not talking last year.
Last Friday. Just as last Friday.
Just as Friday.
We've had the Spectrum Charter thing, the Charter Spectrum thing, where that dropped their stock immediately.
Yeah.
We have the Comcast announcement about having to buy Hulu moving up this year instead of waiting until next year. We have prior to that, that wasn't within last week, but the lawsuits that have gotten named, and we had the big article from CNBC spilling the tea, which it tells everyone that Bob Iger didn't want to let go and was doing underhand things behind the scenes. And then you had Susan Arnold, who was the chairman of the board, who apparently is what caused the whole fiasco in Florida. Yeah. Chapek tried to stay out of it, which is what he should have done. And now they lost Reedy Creek, all that stuff. And everybody's blaming on Chapek and he's gone. Well, it just came out that no, it wasn't really necessarily all his fault. There's people that should have known better and should have been, put the company first, weren't. They're putting their own personal, wants ahead of everything else. And now the company, it led to a lot of the issues in the company that Chapek got blamed for. That came out. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. People believe it if they're gonna take that into consideration with the stocks. There's a lot of stuff happened just in the last few days, and that is just like pushing that stock down. And they're trying to do what they can to bring it back, but
yeah, we're watching the Disney empire crumble in real time. I can't stress this to people
empires fall.
All empires fall.
Another reason they're doing the $1.99 could be to try to get the Spectrum people over there.
Well, yeah, because so there were allegations that Disney is basically turning off ESPN because they want to force the Spectrum customers to purchase ESPN through Hulu or ESPN
Well, immediately
Plus.
they're like, you can go find other streaming services. Maybe recommend.
Not saying ours, but we
Disney
do
Plus
have
with
it on
Hulu
ours.
or Live TV and all that. No, this isn't the Live TV bundle. They were more pushing the Hulu with Live TV.
I could see them. I could see them being skeezy enough to be like, "Hey, Spectrum customers, don't be sad. For $4.99 a month introductory, we'll give you your ESPN. You can come over to us now until we get this nasty little thing taken care of. And then guess what? We're never going to get taken care of, and you're customers of ours forever."
Yeah, we're going to talk you into now you get the bundle, the Live TV for $90.
Isn't it cheaper than Spectrum? Yeah. Why don't you just come over here? Come over here. Disney's got your back. It's okay. Mickey loves you.
That's right. The Disney difference.
It's a Disney difference. We love your money. We love your money.
That's a Disney difference. We really, all companies are like that, but Disney, at least they tried to hide it before.
Disney tried to hide it.
Anymore. They haven't been for years.
Disney tried to hide it, and now it's just like, yep.
Patting you on the back with one hand, using the other hand to slip in your pocket and pull out your wallet.
And you know how hard
it's
it
the
is?
wallet I'm going for.
It is for Mickey to pick pockets with those big ass gloves. Like you'd feel that finger in
Maybe
your
he's
pants.
using his tail.
Oh my God, yeah, he's got prehensile tail. Now, sometimes Mickey has a tail and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he tucks.
That's true.
That is true, because I was always curious, like when I worked on the comics, I'm like, okay, this Mickey's got a tail, this other Mickey in this other story, he doesn't have a tail. So I'm like, what's the difference? My understanding was it went by the year, because Mickey, like back in the 50s and 60s, was more gentrified. He wore a shirt, yeah, he wore pants, and he dressed kind of like Bing Crosby there for a while. And that Mickey didn't have a tail because we wanted to forget.
I thought maybe it was depending on, if he has a bathroom in his office or not. So he has where to tuck. But, that's just my guess. Can we wrap this up?
We're going to wrap this up. Please subscribe. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to piratesandprincesses.net for more objective Disney news, and we'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.